present continuous, interrogative sentences. If you remember, the present progressive has three forms: affirmative, negative, and interrogative. We already studied the affirmative and the negative forms. Now we are going to see the interrogative form. In the interrogative form, which we use to ask questions, we invert the order of the elements. So, instead of starting with the subject, as we do in the other two forms, in the interrogative form, we start with the verb to be. Then we add the subject, the present participle, and the complement. Don't forget to include the question mark only at the end of the question. For example, in an affirmative sentence, we say, "You are watching TV." But in an interrogative sentence, we say, "Are you watching TV?" In this case, you must be careful with the verb to be, which depends on the subject. For example, is he working at the hospital? Or are we working at the hospital? These elements must be taken into account when asking questions in present progressive tense. I hope this can be useful for you. Yes/no questions and short answers. When asking questions in English, we have the possibility to answer in a short form. That is usually used for yes/no questions. In this case, we only use the affirmative or negative answer and the verb to be. For example, is Kate doing her homework? Yes, she is. Or no, she isn't. Note, in short answers, we don't use Kate. We use the pronoun she. Are Tom and Teddy feeding the fish? Yes, they are. Or no, they aren't. Note, we don't use Tom and Teddy. We use the pronoun they. Is the teacher writing on the board? Yes, she is. Or no, she isn't. Note, in short answers, we don't use the teacher. We use the pronoun he or she. Another example. Are the workers having lunch? Yes, they are. Or nope, they aren't. Note, in short answers, we don't use the workers. We use the pronoun they. And finally, are you and your wife drinking tea? Yes, we are. Or no, we aren't. Note, in short answers, we don't use I and my wife. We use the pronoun we. Thank you very much and see you next time. Goodbye.